Good evening, everyone. This is Dana from NexGen. And this week on Me Inc., I would like to talk to you about doing a financial checkup. So today is a very special day. So not only it's the end of the quarter, but for my govies, it's the end of the fiscal year. So each quarter I do a checkup on my finances. So I think that, again, since this is the end of the fourth quarter for the govies, the end of the third quarter for the calendar year, I think that going into this next quarter, we can actually look at some things. So just like a physical checkup, I'm looking at some ways that we can do a financial checkup. And the first thing I would do is, if I've created a budget or a spend plan, I would actually go back and look to make sure that everything has been is appropriately categorized. So if you don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about a spend plan or a budget, I will put the link up at the top. And of course, at the end, I'll have a playlist that talks about each week that we had the Me Inc. series. We talked about assessing the monies that you have coming in, and then how one of the ways that you can do a budget. So if you haven't done so already, go ahead and review the budget that you've already put together. And then this way you can make adjustments where you need to make them. Another thing I would do is I would review or put together an estate plan. And we also did a video on estate planning. So this is, when we talk about estate planning, we're talking about what happens to your assets when you pass away. Now, there's also some documents you can put together for if you're incapacitated. So hopefully we'll have an attorney, an estate planning attorney, that we can come talk to us in the channel and give us some information about that. Another thing we want to do is we want to look at any debt if we have it. Look at ways that we can pay the balances down if we don't already have a plan to do that. And if we have a plan, how is that plan going? Whether it be switching our credit card to a lower rate or even eliminating some of the debt that we have. And in keeping with that, we also want to check our credit report. Now, they have at least 3 major credit bureaus that report that the creditors would report to. And again, we did do a video on that. And what you want to do is you want to check the credit report for inaccuracies. We also want to evaluate our insurance coverage. And that would be insurance coverage for automobiles, health, home, life, or anything like that, to make sure that we are adequately insured. Now, sometimes some employers have what they call open season, and usually around this time of the year, they give employees the opportunity to look at other insurance products or other insurance companies that may meet their needs. So whenever you have a life event, such as a marriage or divorce, or unfortunately even a death in the family, or death in your household, it's always important, in my opinion, that you assess your finances and you do a financial checkup at least once a year. And then because I'm actually working on a plan, I usually do it more often than that. So I thought that today would be a good time to actually take out our financial documents or anything that we put together and actually review them to make sure that they have met our needs. And then we make adjustments where we need to. So At the end of this video, I am going to include a playlist of what we've done from the introduction to week 1 of our Me Inc. series that actually talks about some of the things that I was saying that we would need to do as far as our financial checklist. And of course, if you see some that we need to include or some of the things that are missing, definitely feel free to put it in the comments section. Well, that's all I have for you this evening. Happy New Year to my Govies, and I look forward to seeing everyone next week. Have a great weekend.
Make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can never miss another video.